Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage Kathryn Compton of World Vision USA, Adrian Merryman of World Vision International, and Lani Dolifka of Clean Water Here.
Buenas tardes. I'm Kathryn Compton, Chief Development Officer of World Vision's Strong Women, Strong World. And I'm thrilled to be here at Concordia Americas Summit to share with you a bit about our work with women and girls, and also to make a very exciting announcement. World Vision is a Christian global relief, development, and advocacy organization working with children, families, and communities, inclusive of all faiths, ethnicities, and race, to overcome poverty and injustice in 100 countries, so that communities can access clean water, increase their economic activities, education, and healthcare. World Vision takes a comprehensive approach through three main areas, starting with emergency response. We are often the first in and the last ones to leave, from the crisis in Ukraine to the Northern Triangle hurricanes, and most recently responding to the devastating earthquakes in Turkey and in Syria. We serve as the World Food Programme's largest implementing partner of distribution of food, and our teams provide water, sanitation and hygiene, shelter, safe spaces for children and women, and cash distributions to people in need. In addition to responding to emergencies, World Vision has an ongoing and active presence in those places for the long term, implementing programs that promote human dignity, combating the root causes of poverty, and providing hope at home, which Jorge Galliano shared on this very stage last year. Through our water, sanitation, and hygiene, economic empowerment, sustainable agriculture, education for girls and boys, and access to human healthcare programs, World Vision is holistically meeting the needs of millions of people. 97% of our 37,000 staff globally are indigenous to the communities that they work in. World Vision is the largest non-governmental provider of access to clean water, providing access to one person every 10 seconds. Putting women at the front of all of our programs, policies, and funding priorities, and not as an add-on or a nice to have, World Vision's GESI, Gender Equality and Social Inclusion programming, is foundational to sustainability. Importantly, World Vision has been a leader in gender equality work for decades. It's integrated into everything we do because we know that when women and girls gain equal access, opportunity, everyone wins. World Vision addresses gender inequality by working with entire communities, women, girls, men, and boys, to transform discriminatory practices. We also work with faith leaders to acknowledge and take action against injustices in their communities. This inclusive approach results in the shifting of long-held mindsets, traditions, harmful practices, and cultural, social, and spiritual norms that have held women and girls back for generations, thus creating enabling environments for rightful relationships between men and women, boys and girls. In the last 7 years, we have reached over 30 million women with our programming to empower them. The third leg of our stool is to access microfinance loans through Vision Fund. I am pleased to have the Chief Development and Impact Investing Officer of Vision Fund, Adrian Merryman, with me today to make a very exciting announcement. Thank you, Adrian, for joining us.
Thank you,
and being here
Kathryn.
with us.
Thank you. I am absolutely delighted to be here in Miami to make this very significant announcement to this distinguished audience. Vision Fund is a mission-driven microfinance network operating in 27 of the most fragile countries in the world, serving the most vulnerable. We currently have over 2 million clients, those often forgotten by others, and since our founding in 2003, have loaned over $10 billion through nearly 20 million loans. 70% of our borrowers are women, and nearly 2/3 are from rural communities. We have learned that the best way to bolster communities is by supporting and empowering women. There are two startling statistics that shape our focus. First, 80% of people living below the poverty line live in rural communities, and the majority of them are women. Second, 1 billion women have no access to financial services, and women face a $320 billion shortfall in access to credit. Therefore, to truly end extreme poverty, there must be an intentional focus on serving rural women. That is why today I'm very pleased to announce Vision Fund's new Strong Women Impact Fund, which addresses the gender gap in financial services for the world's most vulnerable. It supports innovative products designed to serve those at the very bottom of the economic ladder as they work to build economic resilience, improve household well-being, educate their children, and break the intergenerational cycle of poverty. The Strong Women Impact Fund is a $100 million debt fund which offers investors the opportunity to catalyze significant change in the lives of women and their families. It prioritizes serving 10 countries across Latin America, Africa, and Asia that align with World Vision's 2030 economic empowerment and water, sanitation, and hygiene objectives. The fund will support microloans to lone mother-led households, loans that help small businesses grow and employ others, loans that enable broad access to clean water, and our ability to add a unique insurance policy that covers clients and their families for any hospitalization of more than 2 days to each loan at no additional cost to the client. That's breakthrough, innovative, it's never been done before. As I hope you can tell, we're excited about the Strong Women Impact Fund and the enormous impact it will have, and are looking forward to partnering with investors eager to support this type of transformational impact. One such investor is Lani Dolifka, who is a supporter of World Vision and Vision Fund, an active and savvy impact investor, founder of Clean Water Here Foundation, and one of the early visionaries that led us to create the Strong Women Impact Fund. I'm delighted to introduce Lani.
Thank you, Adrian. It's a pleasure to be here. Miami is beautiful, the university is beautiful, and everyone here, it's a wonderful opportunity. I am an entrepreneur and an investor, and so I look at values alignment plus the power of flexible capital. And you know, that combination is what can really take a good intention and turn it into a reality. There's immense possibility for that intersection. And I believe World Vision is perhaps the most effective implementer at scale to provide impact and measurable advantage to the most vulnerable. I've traveled to numerous countries with World Vision. I've seen their work firsthand. I've met their staff. Wonderful, wonderful projects, often in the most remote, hard to reach places, but yet somehow they're able to provide clean water and economic opportunity. I grew up on a farm. I moved to an area that was near a Superfund site. It was a chemical weapons plant that had contaminated my groundwater and the soil. So at a very young age, at 21, I co-founded a company to address safe drinking water in my community and other communities around the country. So as an entrepreneur, And as a woman, I know what it's like not to have access to capital. But I also know what it's like when you do get access. And now as a philanthropist, I see the heartbreak for those who are most vulnerable, the women. And so it was with this lens that I approached Vision Fund and World Vision and challenged them. Can you create a fund that specifically benefits women? Leveraging these outstanding programs that were mentioned. World Vision's WASH work, best in class. Economic empowerment work, best in class. Vision Fund's scope and reach, best in class. So it's been an absolute privilege to work with the teams to develop this. In the last couple of minutes, very quickly, a couple things about this fund I'd like to highlight. The first one is we've worked hard to lower the risk for both borrower and investor, because we're all on the same team, right? So the pipeline of recipients, borrowers for Vision Fund will be known to Vision Fund because they've already gone through this economic empowerment training from World Vision. And this training, it's remarkable. It's a comprehensive curriculum that teaches women savings, loan repayment, business skills to ensure success. And so when they are ready to take their first loan from Vision Fund, they are already equipped. The non-predatory, do no harm philosophy of Vision Fund, I very, very much appreciate, and that will set us all up as a team for success. Secondly, very quickly, this fund satisfies 4 of the 5 2X criteria. So let's run through those very quickly. Leadership. This fund is run by a woman. She's here, Lorraine McMillan, flew in from London to be with us today. Thank you, Lorraine. If you wouldn't mind standing up, so much want to recognize you so everybody could see her. Thank you, Lorraine. Women account for over 30% of Vision Fund's board. Secondly, employment. 41% of Vision Fund staff are women, so thank you, Adrian, and your colleagues for giving us the opportunity. Third is consumption. This fund's product was deliberately intended to benefit women. In the investment category, the thesis of this fund is to empower and support the most vulnerable women with access to training and to thoughtful capital. And then entrepreneurship, the fund is not owned by women, of course, but 100% of the business loans that will be made are exclusively for women. So wonderful there. I'm so enthused about this fund. I think it's a great opportunity. This will allow over 200,000 women to reach and see their own potential. It'll help them raise their families out of poverty and transform communities.
Thank you, Lani, and thank you, Adrian. We are truly excited about this. And the 3 of us represent the various aspects of World Vision, Vision Fund, and our commitment to empowering women and girls.
Please join us by supporting the Strong Women Impact Fund.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.